Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Starcom Nexus. In the last episode, I believe we had discovered the Ariona's nest world, and were able to petition them for a treaty identifier, or something similarly named, which we needed to stop their other forces, stranded some time ago in a different area of the galaxy, from attacking us. They are a stickler for rules and regulations. And when we got it, first off, the Aronas at their homeworld were extremely grateful for the information that their civilization, their scouts that they sent through the warp nexus, were not destroyed. And we'd let those scattered remnants of an initial fleet of theirs also know that we had discovered their nest world, which they were happy about. And we got a bunch of research and some quest stuff that was related completed as well for them. We are finding some different mathematical formulas, and we will need to acquire more of them to unlock something in the future. What that thing is, we will discover eventually, and we will begin trying to discover that now, although it will take us some significant time to complete that quest. But let's go ahead and get started with it. Our options are to explore a little bit more in this area that we hadn't explored. We have some unsurveyed planets over here. One we haven't even visited. A star system we probably have to fly by, and perhaps see if there's anything else over in this area. We also... Oh, is this one also unexplored? What's this? Dwarf Giant... Oh, no, that was a research station that we left intact rather than breaking it down for parts. And what is this one? We have crystals there, which are part of another quest that we can't do at the moment. Let's go ahead and zip over here to one of these areas, since these are marked as quest locations for us to do on our map. Well, we have a very beautiful looking planet right outside the warp gate. Let's see if there's anything out on it. And an Uklu trader is busy making his way toward us at the moment. Something's on this planet. Let's send the away team down there and see what is awaiting us down there. I like the wall of cloud here, splitting the upper section of the screen. This appears to be another staging area, the supplies of which we have discovered, and nothing, I'm guessing, has been here for some specific time to claim them. A collection of supply containers lie scattered in a dry gulch and otherwise uninhabited planet. They seem to have been undisturbed for several years. The team security officer speculates, based on the contents, that this was a staging area or supply drop that was forgotten. 158 titanium, 34 chirolite, 33 neutronium. And we have a little Uklu here. Let's say hello to them. In cool waters we saw you again. Our story was at a turning. Things for things, things for knowledge. What did we do when we swam together? Things for knowledge. No other stories at the moment. Do we have any supplies lying around that we can probably trade? We have 239 chirolite. I don't think we need so much of it. They might not be the best person to trade it with. I'm going to do this anyway. It's effectively a one-for-one trade if I want Cobalt 60 for them, and I wouldn't mind having some more of that. So let's trade 39 chirolite, and just make sure we're not wasting any. We're not. And we'll try to get 32 Cobalt 60. We can sneak out 33. Since we're doing more trading, it may be beneficial to us to grab the final research tech in having the trades go a little bit better in our favor. Though it will never be in our favor completely. The surface of this planet looked like another one of those viscous red or crimson ooze planets. We need to figure out what we're going to do about the phage. The Aras are very worried about them, as is Dr. Pillman. We should probably go and eliminate them. I think we're probably strong enough to do so. We could use this ship and get some more tests out with it. Is it 7 plasma turrets on the ship, 2 shields, 8 engines, 3 missile launchers, and a habitat module is what our vessel currently consists of. And we are not losing energy while boosting, which is also good. I really like the look of this ship for some reason. It doesn't look anything like it, but for some reason it reminds me of, I think it was called like the Rifleman from the Mech Warrior series a long time ago. Nothing on this desert planet. So let's think. What day is today? Today is July 4th, 2022. Happy 4th of July if you're over here in America. If you're not, I hope you guys are having a wonderful July 4th wherever it is that you're located, or had a wonderful July 4th wherever you're located. This series probably isn't going to start being uploaded to the channel, as I mentioned before, until sometime around Thanksgiving. So the whole series will probably be completed at that time before the first video gets uploaded too. But hopefully you guys had a great summer. It's going to seem weird, isn't it? Because it's always so strange for me. I guess we'll talk about this for a little bit. Well, strange is the wrong term to use. I'm very sensitive is also the wrong word, but we'll use it. Sensitive to how much time elapses between videos and how much time is put into recording a video series. If I'm uploading this in around Thanksgiving, then my air conditioning units are going to be out of the windows. Right now, it is like 87 degrees outside and humid. Tons of mosquitoes and other insects are around outside at this moment. And that won't be the case at all when this goes up. Hello? Sentinels have appeared. And that swarm probe dashed straight past us. Another lifeless moon-like planetoid. Like the last one, it has some small deposits of platinum scattered around an impact crater. Plus 8 platinum. Let's deal with this interceptor and cutter that popped into existence here. A cutter scout, a normal cutter, and a sentinel interceptor. We could use more research for lasers, so that means destroying sentinels for it. Get a little closer to them, though. Let's see if they're within range. That's the interceptor. That's the tougher one to hit. Though our missiles are doing really well. Notice the sidereal missile movement. Lets it weave back and forth. Nice. With their increased missile range and their abilities to avoid enemy fire, we can actually hit the sentinels from a range where they won't be too much of a threat against us. And the 2 shields on this ship are enough that we can withstand light fire from them without potentially losing crew. Nice. Yeah, I like this ship. At the very least, it can handle 3 sentinels without too much trouble. And assuming that we're not flying straight through all of their fire doing so. I'm always aware of how, like, if I'm going to record a game, I like having a general idea, assuming I'm not doing it blind. Oh, hold on a second. We have something new on that ship. You might have seen what looked like explosions coming from whatever this is. Oh, they have a cruiser here. And another type of vessel as well. That must be a cutter, because it's not firing at... Yep, not firing at us. Comet, hold on. We want to mark that down. See that effect? That is the point defense system. I didn't realize they had it. That would make sense that they do. We do not want to take that much laser damage from them. We should probably destroy that ship first if possible, so it can't shield other ships. So we still have to make strafing runs. 3 active lasers do a great deal of damage. I don't know if our shields can repulse it for too long. That is an interceptor, so we can ignore that one at the moment. Nice. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we got any pieces of the defense, the point defense. Now it looks like as long as we're not hitting the their cruiser's front arc, we're not fired upon by the missile launchers they have. Note that the new way our missiles move, the sidewinding, does not make them invulnerable from being struck. They can be knocked down. I see the drone, but unless it comes this way, it is not doing so. Okay, not gonna catch that one. Defender. This is the shielded type. I think that odd-looking ship is because we've destroyed the front portions of that one. Oh, I didn't see that there, unfortunately. Let's try to get a little bit of distance. Don't want to lose too many crew. So far, we've been handling a few firefights here without losing too many crew. The destroyer's down, sorry, defender's down, and that cutter's down. We found another part of a beam weapon. By itself, it's not enough to start research, but if we can find additional components... Get away, deactivate the shield, wait a few seconds, so we'll have be powered up again. The large pink thing is a nanite cloud, which heals us. Fun battles out here. I'm really impressed with this ship being able to handle so many of these. I see the comet that we detected earlier. This is the defense, the point defense ship, so our missiles won't work so well against this. Oh, you don't want to stand in that very long. Nice. Good work, Tim. I think this is a research of some sort? Nope. The music hasn't stopped yet, so there's another hostile around us, but I don't see it on radar. So since we're out here, let's go ahead and scan this ringed gas giant. This gas giant's magnetic poles are oscillating at a regular interval of once every 6.5 minutes. It's unclear what internal process could cause this. Something maybe on the inside of the planet, bouncing back and forth between them at incredible speeds. No, maybe we would see movement of that sort from this distance. Oh, here comes the comet. Can we get it? No, I don't know how that comet's traveling. Oh, hello. There's the hostile. Oh, we have several more. Gotcha, Sentinels. That's the last part of the beam weapon we were missing. We can now research beam weapons in the lab. Nice. We will go ahead and do that next, then. Sweet! Fun battles there. Lost only one crew member also to all that. Alright, what was on the surface of this desert planet? Nothing. Alright, good. We saw a planet down... Oh, there's a star in that direction. But there's a nexus out in this portion, part of the world. Let's try to catch the comet. I think looks like it's coming up this way. The self-illuminating blue color. So this is yet another one of those comets which are different colored. This also means that we detected this comet. It's the same reason why it's colored as the other ones. And yet one more of them that we found. We definitely want to get that prismatic one later on if we can. How much research, by the way, do we have at the moment? Alright, that's not enough really to start beam weapon. It's enough to research, I think, the starting beam weaponry, but I'm going to want several ranks in it. I liked, as I mentioned before, I liked playing around with all the different techs and trying them out to see if I liked... if I could get used to the different types of weaponry and how best to utilize them. I came up with different types of ship builds based on different types of weapons. It's really addicting to sit down and try to design a cool-looking ship with different weaponry on it. Something on this desert planet. Let's take a look at it. The planet itself looks like just nothing but deserts. I don't see any poles here. Nothing looks like there's any ice on the planet. Oh, there must be some water somewhere. I see cacti here. Occasionally there must be rain. The anomaly detected from orbit appears to be somewhere within a winding desert canyon. The canyon walls are too close and irregular to pilot the lander in, so the team approaches on foot. Strange sounds seem to echo from all around. Have the team explore. After several hours of searching, the team reports that they've suddenly been surrounded by a half-dozen aliens armed with fletchet accelerators. One of the aliens fires a single shot, injuring the team leader, but not critically. The team's plasma rifles are superior, but the ambushers have the advantage of cover. Return fire. The aliens' rocky defenses can't protect them from rapid plasma fire, but the team's envirosuits don't stop high-speed fletchet rounds either. The survey team is victorious, but at a high cost. After attending to the wounded, they discover the cause of the confrontation. The aliens appear to have been prospectors and are protecting a cache of gold. I never encountered that before. Probably the wrong decision that I made there. Should have probably tried to be more peaceful. But they fired first. We fired last. That's a good way to end that. We've already checked that comet. There's some sort of man-made artificial structure there. We'll investigate that after we visit the star. Something on this planet too. I'm thinking this is ocean. And a strange coloring on the landmass here. Let's see what's down there. Actually, this might be barren. It's... I can't tell from this picture. I do see a city over here, though, of some sort. This is an abandoned cobalt mining facility. Any valuable equipment was either removed when the mine ran dry, or has since been picked up by salvagers. However, scans of the mine's slag heaps show a significant amount of cobalt-60 that could easily be extracted by the lander's equipment. Whoever built its mining technology must be less advanced than our own. I put these shields on now that we have some, whenever we fly past a star, to make sure that we don't accidentally lose some crew. Whew. Looks like something impacted the planet here, and there's nothing else on this planetoid at all. A moon now. Or maybe it always was. And nothing else detected on it, so we can just ignore it. I've been playing a lot of Aeon of the Sands, everyone, and I've been really enjoying my time in that dungeon crawl game. I've been tempted to record it, and so I'm curious I think I'm going to do that, since I do find myself playing it a whole lot, and I don't think it would be too difficult to fit it in a quick recording schedule. I'm glad to have tried out several of these dungeon crawl games when I was looking for games like Eye of the Beholder to play. There were quite a few that I liked, though only a few of them I think will be record-worthy. That's a bunch of it. That's a lot of interceptors. Let's get some distance. I would like to take on that scout or the laser weaponry first. Oh, we're not gonna get a chance. Okay, it is a scout. It also means it has almost no plasma weaponry, if any. Light, more titanium. Unfortunately for the Sentinels, interceptors, due to how their plasma weaponry fires in large spreads, it's easy to catch ships in it, but it's not very effective at shooting down missiles. And as you can see, with all of that increased drop tech researched, we are getting quite a bit of supplies now. In my first game, I had not yet researched it at this point. I was still desperate for resources. Yeah, what a change that makes. I would have to recommend that to my brother Dave. Another gas giant? Anything on this one? Nope. Let's see what that artificial structure is. That's out here. Yeah, so Anne of the Sands is a dungeon crawl game, but it's a bit... There's some roleplay options, which are like Darklands, in terms that you have navigated dialogue tree. Some of the results of that dialogue can result in some of your party members dying, or you leaving or fleeing, you losing equipment or finding people, like joining your team. I like it a lot, more than I had when I started playing. It was a bit confusing. The writing is not... Either English isn't their first language. In fact, I don't think it is for the developers, but it's written in such a way that it's as if you're playing the game with a dungeon master who occasionally is talking to you, the player, and some of it is very poetic, while other bits of it are rather funny. It's an interesting writing style. I've not encountered it before. This debris, though heavily damaged, yielded valuable data on the maker's ship fabrication technology. This is another gigantic derelict out here. I guess we should keep our shields on in case there's mines. Platinum and neutronium seem to be what's out here. It's worth destroying all the scrap once. And amantine, too. I'm surprised you don't have to really fight for these. Like, if it drops adamantine, I would expect there to be others out here destroying this at all times, or just hammering on the ship, trying to break it down to absolutely, like, well, not break it down, but actually break it down, I think to say, to break it down to just the frame, and then take that apart too. Like, there should be nothing out here. People would be desperately trying to grab all the adamantine. This debris, though heavily damaged, yielded valuable data on the maker's reactor system. Like ours, it uses chirolite to transform normal matter into antimatter, but with much less positron loss? We grabbed what looked like another technology, but I think it was the same exact one. And I think there was one more piece of scrap down here. It's worth getting it. The ship's fragment showed a novel way of securely transmitting data between parts of the ship, all in the whole with zero signal leakage. Nice! Holy crap! I was expected to get so much tech from this. I see you, scrap. And some neutronium. Okay, not bad. Let's swing now past both of these plants and the star that's over here. We didn't find anything else out here that would indicate why the Sentinels are attacking us at this moment. But we'll keep following our leads. Another area of space we haven't fully explored. Or maybe now that we've secured this sector briefly, we double back to the Aras and explore that one area we had left with those planets and scanned but not visited planets. Oh, Sentinels have frigates. They must be training then. Or perhaps this is just their way of gathering resources. Wow! I was calling this a cruiser. looks like there's another sentinel down here. I generally don't think of frigates as being the size of cruisers. But I guess if you're AI and you don't need people, that's a lot more space you have to transport cargo instead of people. And you can fill it with other weapons and even store more supplies. Was hitting the wrong button there for a little bit. So this is a Flenser. I think we can stay here and... No, we can't. That's 3 lasers. 4 lasers. Good ship design on their part. Has a point defense to deal with enemy missiles who might try striking it from range, which means you got to get in close. And then it has at least 4 laser systems on it to deal with you when you do so. The combat in the Sands requires quicker movement than I would normally be expecting for a dungeon crawler. Some of the fastest movement on the enemies, which means that you need good reaction time and a situational awareness of what's around you to do the fighting. And it's got an interesting secret system with it. So there's tons of secret buttons and illusionary walls in the game. But the illusionary walls in it are somewhat translucent, so you can tell if a wall is illusionary or not if you're paying attention, or you notice. After a bit, you can see which walls are illusionary versus which ones are real, and the secrets that are hidden, at least all the ones in the early and mid parts of the game, are useful. But I never felt like they were required to find. There's no leveling in the game. Your characters don't gain a level, so they don't gain any more hit points or the like either. You are dependent upon gear for that. But I've never felt like I was really struggling in that regard. Well, I've died several times. I felt that the gear is fair, and although your characters don't level, you can improve some of your ability to hit with your weapons, spells, your melee weapons, ranged weapons, or spells. And I like the way the game's done it. You also see what types of characters prefer what type of weaponry based on the stats that they possess. And you can manipulate some of your other statistics, which are intelligence, strength, and agility. It might be dexterity. I think it's called agility. It's called agility. By equipping different types of gear. But again, you don't get any stat points to increase any of it. But I still think I like it very much. And I like the lore of the world that I'm on. I've read that you can't do everything the first time through in the game, and you're going to have to play it through several times to see everything that there is to see. So, I've liked it so far, and I've discovered how to get some of the companions in the game, which was not easy to do. The first time I played through the game, I got rather far, but I had no companions, because I messed up some of the dialogue trees to get some of them. Now I've figured out how to get 5 of the characters in my team. A primitive village on stone huts sits incongruously in the lee of an old starship. The inhabitants, several hundred enormous furry bipeds, reveal their story via the universal translator. Several decades ago, they decided to give up their spacefaring culture and return to here, their planet of origin. Now they lead a simpler lifestyle. En route, they were forced to jettison a large piece of cargo to change trajectory. The object, which they described as a large golden octahedron, has no practical function, although they did attach great sentimental value to it. Unfortunately, they have no idea where it is now. we can go back to that planet. I suppose if we find this octahedron that they were talking about, we'll do so. There is no warp gate here, so let's keep moving forward until we find a warp gate. We can potentially take that back to the Ara territory. Or back to Kite Station. It feels like we've been playing for like 40 minutes already. Can't believe how fast time goes by here. This is one of the more dangerous sectors, if I recall correctly, because of the sun in this area. Let's show you. I might be thinking of a different sector of space, but I'm pretty sure this is it, based on the coloring I see around me. Okay, no, I'm wrong. This is... My stars! This crimson giant is putting out mad levels of ionizing radiation. Its spectrum is peaking around 1 photometer. Maybe we should admire this one from afar. Our hull will start abellating within 450 astral units. There it is. I'm assuming that means that you take damage. This is what I was used to in this sector. It's hard to see. We'll keep our shields up as we navigate around. I did not get close to the sun last time. Maybe we'll try flying past it after we investigate this planet up here. Assuming the shields can protect us from it, which I wouldn't imagine they would. A purple planet... Well, the color of the planet's probably due to the coloration of the sun. Nothing on it. You know, I'm just not going to be brave enough to fly past that sun. I don't want to lose all my crew and add $45 to the donation jar. We're at $65, actually, everyone. When I think it was $65 when I went and checked. So I'll be up to 70 with this 5 over here added today. Still to figure out what I'm going to be donating it to. I mean, it's going to be some space science stuff. I'll have to look up a good place to give this money to. Not that it's going to be that much in the end. It looks like we'll probably end up with 100 at the rate we're going, or more. 2 interceptors, one defender, 1 sentinel scout. And it's going to be the interceptors we're going to be fighting first. Or is it? Uh-oh. Even more of them. Okay. I don't feel like we can handle probably 8 sentinels. I hear the swarm drone, but it's too... Oh. Well, there's no way we're gonna catch that one. I definitely would like to destroy the laser one next, so we don't have to worry about being too close to it. The damage it puts out is too good. It's too substantial. So I want to destroy this one next. Let our shields recharge. Roll around. That was the scout. Interceptor next. 6 titanium from the scout. That's not so bad. Say, I heard a missile that wasn't ours. What is this? A frigate? Defender. one more cutter. There is a warp gate here. Oh, this is a scout vessel with these lasers. It also means weaker. The music has not stopped. All right, let's go up this way since I saw, since some of them came from this direction. Maybe there's something else up here. Must be in the other direction. Ooh. I like how dark this planet looks. The sun's showing off the water in this lower area of it. Nothing on the planet, though. Oh, there's some other stars up here. And something else we're looking for is inside the nebula that's to the north, but we'll come back for that. Let's get this planet that we missed. This desert one first. And there was another planet out this way? A water world, I'm guessing, based on the blue color. Oh, and there is a sentinel down here. Alright. Several of them. I'm assuming those are sentinels and not like Chitek. Yep. Frigate as well. And several interceptors. 2 of them. That's quite a bit of plasma fire for our missiles to try to get through, Tim. I don't think there's friendly fire in the game, so yeah, they can't hurt themselves. Well, if you're taking quite a bit of damage there. Lost a crew member, actually, and your ship's on fire. So the frigates do fire missiles. Holy crap. Just a few seconds to get some of our shields back. But I don't want to have to worry about those missiles of theirs. There's quite a bit of them. Uku, I'm sorry. Got pulled into this battle. They lived, thank goodness. I've never seen one of their ships destroyed yet. That's probably right on the verge of doing so, though. And we fought for the privilege of exploring this very tiny planet. But there's something on it. Let's see what's down there. Usually how it looks like it's carved up of some sort. Looks like a city, the picture to me, though since I see the stars up like this, I'm imagining that there's no atmosphere on this planet any longer. It's not clear what terrible celestial event pushed this planet's orbit so far out, but it happened quickly enough that the civilization had little time to prepare, and slowly enough that they must have known the end was coming. It seems their final efforts went towards creating a digital archive of their history and culture, buried deep in an underground vault. Their technology level was not terribly advanced by Starcom standards, but the sheer volume yielded some interesting insights and cultural discoveries. The vault itself contains modest amounts of titanium, though dismantling it would leave little record for future visitors. Leave them intact. Alright, let's take the gate back to Kite Station. Everyone, it feels like we've been playing for like an hour, so I think we will stop here. Oh, you're so beat up. I think they're heading toward the station too. You can't offer to like the gate. You can't offer to make repairs to their ship or anything of the sort. Hopefully they will indeed get repaired soon. Though I am appreciative of them distracting our enemies for a little bit. Yep, exciting. Alright, let's go back to Kite Station. We fought through quite a few different star sectors out there. So the last time I've been playing this game, at this point in it, there was an Ulku trader here in my starting sector, which was really useful if I needed to run out and grab supplies very quickly to do an upgrade. Alas, there's none up here this time. I thought for sure that the sectors and the warp-ins that occurred were fixed, but I guess that must be random too in this game. Reminder, wagering of food ration credits is against Starcom regulations. It's been a week since the last station notice. Station is on high alert. Always check the latest duty roster before bunking. Good to see you again, Commander. We were getting worried. How goes exploration? Oh, okay, I guess. Commander Price, how's morale? Holding together. News of your discoveries are giving everyone hope, but nerves are starting to fray a bit. We could use more crew. You got it. We have some fresh volunteers right out of training. Anything else? No, that's all for now. We have 1,000 titanium. Holy crap. So that's enough to take several more upgrades to our ship. 957 research points. So I do want lasers, but I also feel like we need a bigger class of ship, right? Yeah, we're maxed at modules. So let's grab another class. I think I had stopped at the Behemoth class. I know I did research up to Leviathans when I had been doing research earlier. Let's at least grab the battle cruiser. Oh, I thought we were at cruiser level already. Okay. 45 modules, so that's 9 more modules. Really? Yeah, 9 more modules for the ships. Let's grab that. And then I think we do take laser beams. So where are those again? I can't find them for some reason whenever I'm looking for them. They must. Why can't I ever find these? Shield generator, plasma weaponry, missiles, thrust. Where are they? I know we researched. I saw them here earlier. Okay, or I'm wrong. Let's leave the station and go back to it again. I thought I saw lasers. So here's our missiles. Plasma weaponry. This eventually goes into some other weaponry that I don't have access to there. We have this rail. That's right, we have this red technology that we don't have access to. Shields, energy. This is it, right there, right here. Laser weapons. Oh, by tracker beam splitter. Okay, I didn't think it was down this far. So let's go ahead and research it. Allows the construction of laser modules. High energy focused beam weaponry. I don't have enough, or do we? Oh, we have just enough. Is that right? No, we're 100 short to research all of this, and I would like one of each of these. So we won't research anything else at this moment. For blueprints, what have I unlocked? Nothing else further down the line. Let's see, what was this? The Behemoth class was the last class of ship that I had researched. And these three were my own designs, as was this one, this one, this one. This one too. I love making the big ships. Alright, well, I can't make any of these at the moment. I need attack drones if I'm going to try building the Guardian class cruiser. Okay, I guess I can look to add to this vessel or make a new one off screen, and we'll stop here. So thank you guys for watching, and I will hopefully... Oh, hold on a second. We have hostiles. Oh, I'm firing at the arc. My missiles haven't hit anything out here. No, Tim, that's a mistake. You need to get away. The ship fragment we picked up shows an incredibly advanced level of engineering. Its incredible durability comes from carbon neutronium weaving. Well, I won't say no to 75 more research points, but it's not enough to take another upgrade to the lasers yet to make me want to take them over my current ship. But now I need to ask for another crew member. Oh my god, please, game. Stop. Okay, there we go. Commander Price is who I want. Alright, everyone. So once again, thank you guys for watching. And I will see you all in the next one. Take care, everyone.